The pre-race ritual is really important. You want to go into a race feeling good, so that requires good nutrition. If I can, I like to have sushi the night before, followed by a Dairy Queen shake, and also like to get a pedicure and pick a fun color. Salt Flats 100 was electric blue. Green's always safe. I did try brown once, and that's the only race I dropped out of, so I won't be doing brown again. I'm Jay Aldis, live in Salt Lake City and enjoy running. I ran many, many years ago. I like to tell people that it was more than 2 decades ago, but I started running again seriously about 3 years ago. Actually, how I got into this sport is many, many years ago, back in my 20s, set the world record for bicycling around the world. And after that, there were some injuries and wanted to try something different. And that's kind of when I got into ultra running. My wife had been very actively running ultra marathons and suggested I join her in some runs, and I did, and they went well, and caught the bug, and it's been a fabulous 3 years. Right away I did fairly well. There was a talent. This past year I was able to set the world record, age record for 100 miles, breaking 14 hours. I've got the U.S. national record for my age group for 50 miles, and then most of the fastest 100-mile trail times for 50 and older. I think for many people, what draws them to ultramarathons and what why they continue to run is it's not so much finishing the distance, it's the process, and in many ways it's you prepare, but you never know what's going to happen and what to expect and how do you adapt and what changes do you make. And it's this game. You've got to cover this distance. There's the course, and all sorts of unknown variables are thrown at you. And how do you solve them? How do you deal with them? And it's in a lot of ways it's a very interesting process covering that distance. I'll typically go into a list or into a race with what I call my daydream list, and I can just daydream the hours away. Where do I want to travel, planning a trip, then maybe I'll think about things I want to do, to-do list at the house, and then sometimes I'll just fantasize, it's a great race, I picture good turnover, good tempo, and I'm daydreaming about the race I'm running. And sometimes I think that's maybe my gift in this sport is I can take my head to a completely different place, still be in the race, but my head's somewhere else and miles and hours have passed quite pleasantly. I think a big part of it is you have to just love it. And for me, running is joy. I come out there, I'm happy. There's days I'm anxious to just go run, and it's really fun. And the Salt Flats I had fun all day. I mean, there were some points where I was tired or something was aching. I won't say it was easy, but it was fun to be out there running all day long. And for me, that's a big part of it. It's truly fun.
Never really hurt. Nothing, was broken or achy, and got tired, but felt really good today.
This is one of the harder things I've done. Visually, when you can see, 5-6 miles in front of you and you have to keep running, it's really hard.